Warning: sensitive content.
Why do the Russian people, or these Russians who participate in or encourage this system, want to give Russia such a devilish reputation in the world and in history?
Right.
How can anybody ever trust Russians again? Any Russian?
Yes.
It makes people frightened of Russians and distrust and be disgusted with the Russian people. And this is terrible. It is not fair for the good Russians. If the UK is now in an economic downturn because of kind of trying to settle down in the new situation, and with the war and all that, I think the UK definitely should rejoin the EU, because then it will make them stronger also in the face of any war as well.
Yes,
Yes,
that's
Master.
right, Master. A couple of days ago, on Monday, there was a loud bang sounding like a big explosion in London. Some saw a huge flash of light and a plume of smoke rising into the night sky. Reports say there were no signs of a fire nor any signs of explosion, and that it could have been caused by thunder and lightning. Others say that it might have been a meteorite. Strange how this explosion seemed to fade into almost nothing.
Lightning and thunder cannot make a big explosion, a big plume of smoke and a huge light like that. If you ask me, I'm glad that it has been reduced to almost nothing. It has been intervened. If you want to know further, it should have been at least 533 people dead, many injured, and many other damages.
Oh my God, terrible.
But as it is, it's like nothing happened.
Yes,
Thank God.
thank God.
And we should thank heaven, thank God for that. It's written here, 29 November this year. I wrote here, asteroid. Oh God, we hit London.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
533 people will die and more injured. And it will affect also the royal family, etc.
Wow.
I wrote it many weeks ago.
Please continue watching to find out more. On Wednesday, November 30th, 2022, our most beloved Supreme Master Ching began, during a conference with Supreme Master Television team members, kindly checked on their well-being while also answering questions related to recent news coming from Ukraine and the United Kingdom.
The First Lady of Ukraine, Olena Zelenska, has urged the UK to unite the world and help end the war in Ukraine. She is comparing the Ukraine suffering to that of the UK in World War II.
Yeah, that is true. It is true. Not just the UK, but many countries in the world truly have experienced terrible disasters from the war.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
So many decades and all these centuries as well. Just long ago, we did not have so much correspondence like nowadays. Information is easier to obtain today than long ago. Yeah, during World War I or World War II, for example. Otherwise, war is always terrible.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
And I hope the whole world really helps Ukraine, meaning Ukraine, of course, to regain their peace, because they done nothing wrong. All they do is just plant food to feed the world in their own peaceful and humble way. They don't deserve this. It's terrible. Every time I read some news about Ukraine's suffering during the war, I cry so much. I told God I cannot cry anymore because of the suffering of the animals, people, but I just cry again. I just did some time ago. even maybe 20 minutes ago before I call you. I just can't help it. I cannot help crying. My heart has so much pain. So much pain, so much pain. I don't know what kind of world we live in that has to be like this. Why? My God, so much money is spent on the war, that all this money will help all the people in the world, and nobody ever has to be hungry or suffer any need at all. We can even build houses for everyone and give them all the food they need, everything they need. I mean, the basics.
Yes, Master, we understand.
It doesn't have to be luxury or anything, but they could have a home and food on the table.
Yes.
And now, all this money is spent just for quelling people, inflicting pain on anyone, women and children even. There's nothing wrong. It is a crazy world. Crazy world. Oh, God.
She also stated that Russia has brought systematic violence, rape and torture to women, children and men in her country.
And it's important also for us to understand that sexually related crimes is not just about violence or threatening. In fact, this is another instrument that they're using as their weaponry. This is another weapon in their arsenal in this war conflict. That's why they're using this systematically and openly. They're very open about this. That is why it's extremely important to recognize this as a war crime and to bring all the perpetrators to accountability.
Ми знаємо, що наймолодшій дівчинці
The youngest girl who was raped by the Russian occupiers was 4 years old. The oldest survivor was 85. These are the victims we know. How many victims we still don't know about?
This kind of brutal bad behavior makes a very terrible reputation for Russia as a whole.
Yeah, you're right. I also read some of this. Also, it says that the Russian soldiers, they're very open about it. They even tell their wives about the raping women and children system there. And the woman didn't even stop it. Did not say, don't do it. As a woman to woman, how can this be? They say, okay, you can do it, just don't tell me, meaning don't tell her.
Wow.
Don't tell the Russian wife. It's been kind of encouraging.
Так, ты давай там украинских баб насилуй, да, мне ничего не говори, понятно?
Ага.
Я сегодня
Насиловать, и тебе ничего не говорить?
Да, чтобы я ничего не знала.
Можно, да?
Да, разрешаю. Только предохраняйся.
Хорошо.
How can a woman be like that to another woman? Suppose she herself, the Russian wife of these soldiers, is being raped and tortured, or her children or her boys are being raped, molested, and tortured like that. How would she feel?
Yes, Master.
I don't know why the Russians. I don't think all the Russian people are like this. That's it for sure. And maybe only those who are so brainwashed or evil in their mind. Otherwise, nobody can do this. Why do the Russian people, or these Russians who participate in or encourage this system, want to give Russia such a devilish reputation in the world and in history?
Right.
How can anybody ever trust Russians again? Any Russian?
Yes.
It makes people frightened of Russians and distrust and be disgusted with the Russian people. And this is terrible. It is not fair for the good Russians.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Oh, I don't know what to say anymore. It's terrible. As a woman myself, this is horrible to hear this, that some Russian women even support it or not discourage it.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Like these Russians, how do they even lift their faces up and look at other people or look into their own mirror? What kind of demons have they become? And influencing others in their country to make their country become such a demonic nation that is abhorred by the whole planetary citizens. That I don't understand how they want to do that and why.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Yeah. How can they support such a demonic war and brutal system like that? And even on TV, on their own TV and all that, supporting these kinds of things and supporting more violence. Oh my God. What a country. What a system. What a government. Oh, this is truly, truly unthinkable. Is there anything else?
Yes, Master.
Tell me.
People have criticized the Princess of Wales, Princess Catherine, for wearing an expensive diamond brooch valued at £14,000 during UK's current economic hardships at a state banquet. Some say she should rather have donated that to a worthy charity cause.
I don't know what these people think. She's a future queen of Great Britain. Should she wear something like from Walmart?
Oh, no, Master.
No, Master.
Yeah. And that is a state dinner, and the first state dinner for King Charles III. And they are having guests from other countries, like the president of South Africa.
Yes.
People are like that. I mean, maybe it's an heirloom from her family, her friends, or her relatives that gave it to her. And this is the first banquet for King Charles III. So, of course, she wants to look the best, to represent her country.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
And in every country, there are rich people and poor people. You can't help it. As I told you already, all this crazy war and spending on killing instead. And even if England did not make war, but the war in other countries also involved UK, then they also have to spend a lot of money on that, on the war, since World War I and World War II already.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
But in England's system, they really take care of people, as far as I know. Like if a family has problems and the children are not well cared for, they will take care of the children.
Yes.
And if the parents don't look after the children well, then the children will be like the Queen's children. The government will take care, will pay for houses, for their school, for their college, and for all the expenses that the children need until they grow up more and have jobs and earning their own money.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
This is a very good system. The Princess of Wales, Catherine, even if she donated that brooch for any charity cause, it won't last too long either.
Yes,
Yeah,
indeed.
right.
Yes.
Even if she donates everything she has, and excuse me, just wear pajama to go to the state banquet, still it won't help the whole country. It won't last long.
Yes, right.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
The whole society has to change systems,
Yes.
and the whole country's citizens have to chip in to help.
Yes,
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 Master.
Master.
And the Princess of Wales, the future Queen of Great Britain, she wears what she should wear,
Yes.
especially in like a guest dinner. They invited some important person, I think is,
Yes, President of South Africa was there.
yeah, the President of South Africa. She should represent England, meaning English people, represent Great Britain. Is a great country. It has wealth, it has value, it has tradition.
Yeah.
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Yes.
If they want a princess, then they should treat her as a princess and let her do her duty as a princess and represent them as a princess of Wales and the future queen of Great Britain.
Indeed, Master.
Yes, Master.
So many people have much more money than her,
Yes.
Right.
and they wear more and they have a more lavishing luxury than the Princess of Wales. And how come they don't criticize them? You can't criticize all the rich people. They are rich because maybe they inherit something from their parents, or they work hard, or they're clever.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
You can't just blame the princess alone. If they want the monarchy, they should let the monarchy represent them as the monarchy.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Yes.
With glory, with splendor, with all the traditional systems, like wearing special clothes, wearing a special crown, even with diamonds and jewelry, all the precious gemstones on it,
Yes.
Yes.
or on their hands, or on their clothes, or whatever they do. That's the value and the tradition that has been left for them.
Right. Yes, Master.
They just continue it. This is the thing. People forget that England is still a very, very free country.
Yes.
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 And many people want to immigrate to England even.
Yes.
It's not all that easy. Of course, they have to show their value and all that. But unfortunately, we mostly take things for granted. In the old time, if somebody threw eggs at the king and the queen like that, their head will go on a holiday forever.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
And their body will go somewhere else.
Yes, Master.
And even to criticize the princess of Wales like this, they would at least be in jail forever, or a long time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Master.
England is a very, very good country, very democratic country. Of course, we also have faults everywhere, in every government, in every system, just because we lack enlightenment.
Understand, Master.
All we need is enlightened leaders and governments,
Yes.
not to need to snatch away the brooch from a princess and give it to some poor people. Poor people we will always have. It's just the system in society has to change to make everybody happy by having all the needs, basic needs for them. Right? Yeah. But the government also has to take care of many things, not just poor people, but migrants, war, refugees, and the pandemic even.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
It's not all the governments or princesses' fault. It's all the people in the world has to change to a more benevolent, more compassionate way of life. Then we will not have poverty. Then we will not have problems. Then we will not have any war or pandemics.
Yes, Master.
Yes,
Master.
Master.
And the princess should wear what she has to represent a great country like England.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
You see, for example, even some people who are poor, but in the wedding time, on the wedding day, the brides always wear something beautiful and not cheap
Oh, yes, true.
Yes.
Yes.
to make her look the best, no matter what.
Yes,
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 Master.
Master.
And because people also come to the wedding party and also offer them some gifts and some money.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
We should wear what we can afford, what we have.
Yes.
Not that the whole country or the rich people have to rip everything off themselves so that the whole country looks poor. Is that good?
No,
No,
Master.
Master.
No.
Even if the princess donates everything, I told you already, it won't make any difference if the society as a whole doesn't change. If humans don't change into a more benevolent, noble race of beings on the planet.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Understand.
But King Charles III is a very tolerant king already.
Yes.
For these egg-throwing people, he just told the police to forbid them from carrying eggs in public. That's all.
Yes.
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 And stay like some 100 meters from him. My God, in the old times, they had to be gone.
Yes.
These people, the egg throwers, would be gone.
Yes,
Yes, Master.
If they're angry with the king about the economy downturn, then they should throw vegetables instead. But if they could afford eggs already, that means they're not in bad shape, right?
Yes, Master.
Not all in that bad shape. Some people, they just have different concepts about how to treat the famous and rich people.
Right.
Don't ask me. I would never think of going out and throwing eggs at anybody. Least of all the king, because if he got angry, he might kill me, no? For what reason would I do that? Huh?
Yes.
Yes.
For what reason? Because England is still a very good country.
Yes, Master. Yes.
It's very, very, very good country, very free country. And whoever the king is still a very good country. So people should appreciate it and have more respect for the monarchy of England.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
It's my humble, normal citizen's opinion. I hope people don't throw eggs at me when I go out. Because I say so truthfully like this, yeah. If they do throw something, please throw vegetables so I can pick them up and go home, wash them, and then save me some shopping. Yeah, because if you throw eggs, it's gone. You can't pick the eggs up.
Yes, true.
Yes.
Nobody can. Even all the king's men cannot put the eggs together again. I wouldn't, of course, because I'm vegan.
Yes, Master.
Yeah, it's a funny thing. At least it makes me laugh a little bit. Okay, what else then?
Yes, Master.
Yes, tell me.
Some people think that the UK should rejoin the European Union's single market for better economic stability. What does Master think about that? The UK rejoining the EU?
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I think the European Union is doing many good things and they are straightforward about it. I mean, some states maybe not, but the majority of them are okay. They value democracy. They're helping democratic countries, for example, like Ukraine, and they send help, donations, and charity everywhere in the world where it's needed.
Yes,
Yes, Master.
Yes.
And if the UK is now in an economic downturn because of kind of trying to settle down in the new situation, and with the war and all that, I think the UK definitely should rejoin the EU because then it will make them stronger also in the face of any war as well.
Yes,
Yes,
that's
Master.
right, Master.
And it's easier for transporting anything they need between many countries, between the EU and between the UK. Because at the beginning of Brexit, I saw on the news that many trucks struggle to go through the border because of Brexit, a new law. Like you have to do this, you have to do that in order to go through with transporting food and all that. And many things perhaps go rotten as well because of waiting too long for the bureaucracy.
Understand, Master.
Yes, Master.
Yeah, check-in and passport and all that stuff. Before, there was no need for that.
Yes, Master.
Plus, it's easier to do trading and exchanging goods and things.
Brexit has brought border checks, paperwork, delays and costs. Several export firms staged a protest outside Parliament this month.
Unless the government do something, a lot of these businesses will be finished.
Other sectors warn of significant disruption. New tax rules have prompted some European retailers to stop selling to British customers, while some shipping firms have paused their cross-channel operations.
If the wheels aren't moving, they're losing money. And ultimately, so are we.
An inevitable consequence of Britain's decision to quit the EU.
They have to sign forms for every single shoebox or crate that is in their container. Health and sanitary and phytosanitary and food safety checks. That is the consequence of leaving the single market, that there is now a regulatory border.
Businesses suffering amid the coronavirus pandemic. Brexit has so far brought costs and little benefit.
It's better to be united in the whole Europe because the UK is also in the European zone.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
I think it's better for the economy.
Brexit is doing the economy real damage.
Brexit, as negotiated, is frankly a disaster.
We've lost a large fraction of our trade with the European Union, including with high-value professional services trade. That's making us poorer.
The Office for Budget Responsibility is the official body that provides independent economic analysis. It's concluded there's been a 15% reduction in trade intensity as a result of Brexit. It also released this data. The red line shows UK exports. Unlike other advanced economies, the UK's exports haven't bounced back after COVID. The OBR links this to Brexit. And if that's trade, next is business investment. It peaked in 2016, the year of the Brexit referendum. It's never returned to that level. Or there's the value of the pound. The strength of the dollar has lowered the value of currencies around the world, but the pound has fallen considerably against the dollar since 2016, and a weaker pound makes imported goods more expensive, which in turn has contributed to inflation. Put all of these factors together, and this is the Office for Budget Responsibility's conclusion. It forecasts that Brexit will reduce UK GDP by 4% over 15 years. Based on available evidence, Brexit in its current form is one of the things constraining the growth of the UK's economy.
I hope people will rethink that and join the EU. Maybe there was some misunderstandings or mistrust or some knots before. That should be ironed out and talk about it and make some compromise or some new understanding. Then UK and EU should be one. It's easier for everybody.
Understand, Master.
Right now, for example, if you are a UK citizen, you can't stay in Europe for more than 3 months.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, this is terribly strict. I remember British citizens could stay in any country. Like even before the EU, you could stay in Spain for 6 months, but nobody cared if you stay longer. Nowadays, they kick the British out if they stay longer than 3 months.
Wow.
I saw that on the news. It's very unfriendly to each other, for neighbors.
Yes.
It's unfriendly. It's no good. It creates angry vibes. No good for both, yeah, for the EU as well as for the UK.
Yes,
Understand.
Master.
To be together is good as long as it's not forceful, not oppressive, and not obliged.
Yes, Master.
As long as it's voluntary and peacefully, then it's good. Like the United States of America, many states and territories before, joined together. Hawaii and some islands like Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah, they joined the U.S. So they became also the United States, one of the states and one of the territories. And when Puerto Rico has some problem, like a hurricane or something, the United States immediately send help. They send help anyway, but still it feels like you have a brother, family who takes care of you, something like that.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
It's nicer to be together in peace and harmony. But it's up to the English people, they have to rethink and they probably have to call a poll or vote again.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
And if the majority are okay to join, then maybe they will join. And I hope it's soon. It's convenient for everyone.
Yes, Master.
Are you happy with my answer or you want Brexit still?
We are happy with your answer.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you yourself like the UK to join the EU or not?
No, we prefer them to join also. I become a big family.
Yes.
It's a world coming together.
Yes, it's better that way. It makes things easier, especially the two sides are peaceful, civilized countries, so they could talk and help each other.
Yes,
Master.
No need to separate. Yeah, maybe they just think about separation. They can remarry again. People do that sometimes.
Yes,
Yeah.
Master.
Okay. All right. Any other things?
Yes, Master. A couple of days ago, on Monday, there was a loud bang sounding like a big explosion in London, with many callers dialing 999. Some saw a huge flash of light and a plume of smoke rising into the night sky. Reports say there were no signs of fire, nor any signs of an explosion, and that it could have been caused by thunder and lightning. Others say that it might have been a meteorite. Strange how this explosion seems to fade into almost nothing.
Yeah, they say it's like that. They say thunder and lightning, but it's not like that.
No.
Oh.
Lightning and thunder cannot make a big explosion, a big plume of smoke and a huge light like that.
Right.
Yes.
Well, by the way, if you ask me, I'm glad that it has been reduced to almost nothing.
Oh.
It has been intervened. I am not at the convenience to tell you who and why and where. But it is like that. It has been reduced.
Understand, Master.
If you want to know further, it should have been at least 533 people dead, many injured, and many other damages.
Oh my God. Terrible.
But as it is, it's like nothing happened.
Yes.
Thank God.
Thank God.
And we should thank heaven. Thank God for that.
Thank heaven.
Thank God.
Heaven.
Yes.
Thank all the protectors. Okay. Now, sometimes it can happen because many people in London have U-turned to vegan. Yeah, I told you.
Oh. Understand,
Yes.
Master.
When it was named Most Veg-Friendly City by PETA in 2019, then London Mayor, His Excellency Boris Johnson, welcomed the honor and noted the city's noble history of vegetarianism. That's because London was a hub for vegetarian ideas and popular veg eateries since the Age of Enlightenment in the late 17th century. The city today is bustling more than ever with vegan restaurants, vegan markets, vegan delis, and vegan cheese shops galore.
One of the biggest new food trends became a mass movement thanks to social media. Veganism. Now there's a trend that's come right out the blue. A year ago, being a vegan wouldn't have had mainstream appeal. Today, it's everywhere. Whether it's for ethical reasons, to save money, or simply to be healthier, swapping animal products for plants is a rocketing trend. A trend now worth almost £600 million a year.
It's not only a trend, but it's here to stay.
It's not just a diet choice, it's being sold as a healthy way of living. Meat-free, dairy-free, put simply, animal-free. Going vegan is gaining traction with the new age of conscious consumer.
The vegan trend is just exploding everywhere, as I'm sure you'll be aware of, both in the restaurant industry, both in the at-home industry. Suddenly both specialist vegan providers and also the mainstream providers, the sandwich shops, the restaurant chains, are really catering towards vegan options in a way that you've never seen before.
And new research from retail analyst Kantar World Panel shows that 29% of evening meals in the UK don't feature any meat at all.
An extra 200,000 consumers now saying that they're vegetarian over the last 3 years, which actually is quite significant. When you look at the trends there, we've got 1 in 5 households who are now actively reducing the amount of meat that they're eating.
Concerns over animal cruelty and the environmental impact of farming have had a lot to do with it. And it's also being helped along by celebrity and sports star endorsements.
That helps heaven to come to help them in many more ways that they don't even know.
Oh,
yes, Master.
That's good for them.
Yes, when some cities or some countries or some town reach some numbers of benevolent energy by producing it through their own benevolent way, in some way, somehow, then that country or that city or that town will be much more assisted by heaven and protecting angels and other beings, powerful beings. That's why we pray for world vegan, so we have more peace and lasting peace.
Yes.
But the English people became more and more vegan nowadays, so it's much less likely things will happen to them. But they should not take it for granted. They should continue the benevolent way.
Yes, Master.
Then they'll be safer.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
It's good. Many more things I know, but I can't tell you everything. But that thing I knew, okay? I knew that.
Understand.
When did I write this in my little notebook? It's written here, 29 November. I can't even read this. One moment. I turn on the better light. I can't remember when I wrote it, but many weeks ago.
Yes, Master.
29 November this year. I wrote here asteroid. Oh God, we hit London.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
533 people will die and more injured. And it will affect also the royal family, etc.
Wow.
Wow.
I wrote it many weeks ago, but never mind. I'm glad it's reduced. It's good like that. It's good like that. I'm so happy. I'm so glad.
Yes, good.
Yes,
God.
thank you,
Thank
Master.
God.
Thank you, Heaven.
All right. Anything else, my dear?
No, Master.
That's all we have, Master.
No? Okay. Then it's good. Do any of you want to go home?
No, Master.
No, Master.
I'm glad. Okay. Yeah, we want to go home, but our real home, not the temporary and, destructible home.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yes.
right.
Yes, Master.
I also wanted to go home. Big home. Because sometimes I feel really tired of this world,
Yes, I
Yes.
understand, Master.
They do just crazy things.
Yes,
Yes.
Master.
Crazy things and brutal and evil things and so simple. The logic, just be good, then all good things will come to you. Just simple logic. And they don't listen even. Huh? And then cause so much suffering for themselves, for their country, and for the world. Yeah. And get nothing in the end. Do they get anything in the end? Like, for example, Russia has invaded other countries before, but then they had nothing in the end.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lost a lot of money also. And lost a lot of their own citizens, Russian citizens. And they lost so much. Nothing. They couldn't keep anyway. In the end, they will all die anyway. All these dictators, all the great, big, bad kings and queens, where are they now, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nowhere. Just in hell. Perhaps still in hell.
Oh.
Yeah, Hitler is still in hell. So imagine where else anybody would be if they were doing similar stuff.
Yes,
Yes, Master.
But it's a kind of bad karma somehow. Otherwise, how can the whole country support and listen to just one blah, blah, blah person who's doing bad things to other countries?
Yes.
Yes.
So as I keep saying, humans, we have to change into a better way of life. Then we will not have any trouble at all. War or pandemic, hunger, nothing. We have everything. God gives us so many things. And the economy and everything will be so good and blooming. Instead of helping citizens and other country citizens, we're just burning it on the battlefield, killing and painting others. All right, we can talk forever. Anything else, my love?
No,
No,
Master.
No, Master.
That's it, huh? Okay, good then. I wish you well and I appreciate your steadfast devotion to a good cause, to God's work.
Thank you, Master.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Master.
Master, for calling. Thank you.
Thank you, and all the animal people, thank you. All the good people in the world, thank you.
Thank you, Master.
God love. See you next time. Talk to you next time.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
I look the same, even if you don't see me. Okay?
Yes, Master.
In the last photo, I look the same.
Yes,
So
Master.
then maybe a couple more wrinkles and gray hair. Okay?
Thank you, Master.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Thank you, Master.
God bless.
God
God
bless.
bless, Master.
God love. And I love you.
We
We
love
love
you,
you,
too,
Master.
Master.
Our love and heartfelt appreciation to Merciful Master for uplifting and protecting our world, as well as encouraging the noble nature of all beings to shine forth. May each one soon be blessed by the divine through embracing the benevolent vegan lifestyle, thus enhancing global unity and strengthening our planet's peace and prosperity. Wishing caring Master perfect health, comfort, and to be always safeguarded by all gracious heavens. For the full broadcast of this conference, please tune in on Saturday, December 10th, 2022 on Between Master and Disciples. Also, for your reference, please check out the previous related Between Master and Disciples conferences such as Reign with Compassion and Consideration for All Sentient Beings. The British monarchy should be respected and appreciated. Supreme Master Ching Hai's plea for humans to awaken and know right from wrong. Satanic governing tendencies and the escalating of the war in Ukraine. If you give peace, you will have peace. Whatever we want, we have to plant it, etc. To view these and more Between Master and Disciples conferences, all free for download, please visit suprememastertv.com and search for Heaven's Assist.